Hello and welcome to Two Shot News. It's not the Two Shot Factor. As you can see, we're not in the studio. Serious explosion in Beirut, Lebanon. Whoa. Holy! Did you see that? That was like a little hydrogen bomb. Sound like the sound there was like 10 seconds delay. Are they under like attack? Let's take a look. What we've gathered so far is that this was apparently a building that held some explosives, and we've also heard fireworks. Someone commented saying that they don't even have fireworks in Beirut. Let's take a look here. Someone also said it looks like a mini hydrogen bomb. Now, within the last week, Israel thwarted an attempt by Hezbollah, the group that brought you Don't Mess with the Zohan. Yes, Hezbollah is back with more, what's that stuff they eat again? That stuff? Hezbollah is a city on the Lebanon-Israel border. Let's, can we get a look here? Three hours ago, Netanyahu warns Hezbollah after Israeli strike in Syria. So Hezbollah, Lebanon people, I guess. Wait, they're connected with Syria? Oh, it's so complicated. Israeli soldier drives tank. What the hell? There we go. Drives tank during an exercise in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights area near the border with Syria Tuesday. Do you think they're ever going to stop fighting? No, it's not looking good. Jerusalem. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Tuesday warned the Lebanese militant Hezbollah group. Can we get a clip on that? Monday that it had struck targets in Syria after the militants tried to plant explosives in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights. Israel struck the four suspects who were believed to have been killed. Netanyahu, who toured a military base on Tuesday, said Israel would not hesitate to take further action. Wouldn't the sound wave off that, the energy waves, like really shock you, maybe injure you, cause internal damage? Because even though it's a little ways away, the distance on that was crazy. Nearby Cyprus claimed to feel or at least hear the impact. Someone said that's impossible, but we have some. We were able to hear the explosion from Cyprus. Impossible. It broke the sound barrier. It's not possible. It is possible. Do you have proof? It's impossible. It's possible. Totally possible. North Korea would have done that. No, not an innocent country. Okay. Shockwave over the water was wild. You can see the pressure sound wave coming. Yeah. Let's hear this again. This is better from closer for Jesus. That would freak the shit out of you if it didn't kill you. Okay. Oh god. Okay, let's go like this quickly. Let's go to Cyprus. Let's get a map. It's the birthplace of Cypress Hill. Where's the satellite version? I like that one better. This one's too mappy. Oh, there's Lebanon right there. Oh, it's a northern border, of course. I knew that from when the Israelites traveled from Egypt, and then they had to go through the Canaanites. And it took 40 years to do something that really, if they had Google Map, probably would have taken, 40 days, if that. Wi-Fi? Oh, Moses and Aaron would have been like, hell yeah, brother. Water from the rock? I can order that shiznit from Skip the Dishes, biatch. Yeah, and there was a sound wave, or there was a sound delay of nearly 10 seconds. Because isn't it like 1 second per kilometer? I've even heard mile, which would mean like 14 kilometers. 1,000 toneladas de C4, un depósito de Hezbollah, rondeo es por la coin del Mossad, Diablo. I love when Mexican people say Diablo. Does hydrogen bomb emit radiation as nuclear bombs do? What is the best way to expand your professional network? No. Yes, most probably it will be equivalent to N-bombs dropped in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, if not more. Well, not this one. Hydrogen bombs work, because it probably wasn't, but hydrogen bombs work on the concept of fission, fusion, fusion, fission. See, we're learning. Learn. You have to learn. The one quoted as clean version, as they are really just ordinary fission bombs, of course, where the uranium secondary tamper is replaced with one of lead, always healthy. So you get no secondary fission, whereas the dirty version, fission, of course, is the primary fission trigger, supplies the energy to induce fusion in the fusion fuel, but the fusion energy is then used to initiate fission in a much larger amount of additional U-235 and 238. I myself am more of a U-236 guy, but that is just, so 2018, right? Also, hydrogen as an H-bomb is tritium anyway, so it's radioactive. Moreover, it's more about detonation of the N-bomb or H-bomb. If the blast is new, this isn't really that necessary. We got to talk about the other stuff. Okay, where's this thing? While I hope the people of Beirut are doing fine, so do I. Like, really. They can literally make a movie about 2020. It's called the movie 2020. Everybody knows that. That was like that in March. Mushroom cloud, shockwave. Let me put the face. Let's go back here. Beirut. Where's my map? Is that my map? I gotta go back. No, Google Maps. Oh, okay. West Bank, Gaza, Jerusalem. Okay, let's okay. Okay, so wait, this is Lebanon here? Oh my god, I don't know these places. Beirut, okay, yeah, Beirut. Let's look for the borders, and that looks like a border. And then you got Nazareth there. I'm pretty sure that's Israel. Nazareth is a great rock band. Had connections with Jesus. There's Nablus. Jerusalem, great town. They got them walls there. Oh, that's Jericho. Whatever, close enough. Hebron, heard of them. They got some food. Shiva Shiva the rain god drinking beer. It's beer Shiva. So fuck, these places are dangerous as hell. So there was oh my god. Okay, it's Tripoli. Yeah. Tripoli, Bigfoot, Italy, kicking little Tripoli. Beirut explosion. What's that news thing that I was talking about? Tel Aviv. Beirut explosion. We're still going here? Okay. Literally all over Beirut, people were calling each other from different areas, kilometers away. Broken glass. Actually, we were shocked because usually when it happens, just one area will experience those happenings after an explosion. But this time it was all of Beirut, even areas outside of Beirut. Man, that's scary. Think of damage people could have to their ears. And this was just usually when it happens? Yeah. Video and images, not just of the massive cloud of smoke erupting in Beirut, but the damage and devastation it caused kilometers away have triggered a new wave of shock and anxiety in Lebanon, which is already teetering on the brink of a catastrophic economic collapse. Just hours before the blast, anti-government protesters had been scuffling with the security forces outside the Ministry of Energy, demanding yet again accountability from the country's leaders. There have been grave warnings of hunger in the streets or a reigniting of sectarian conflict if the economy worsens. And the blast will remind many of the bomb that killed Rafik Hariri. The Lebanese will be hoping that this latest blast will remain a human tragedy, an accident, and not a premeditated act. Yeah, no kidding, eh? What's the Hariri case about? On the morning of 14 February 2005, Rafik Hariri, then an MP who aligned himself with the opposition in parliament, was traveling in a motorcycle when the explosion went off in a busy area full of hotels and banks, causing widespread damage. Mr. Hariri had been one of Lebanon's most prominent Sunni politicians and, at the time of his death, had joined calls for Syria to withdraw troops which had been in Lebanon since 1976 following the start of the civil war. The killing brought tens of thousands of demonstrators onto the streets in protest against the pro-Syrian government, with the finger of blame for the assassination pointed at Lebanon's heavily influential neighbor. Okay, the killing brought tens of thousands onto the streets in protest against the pro-Syrian. Syria, like everybody fights everybody there. Hey, there's Hezbollah again. Hey. A fifth man linked to the attack, Hezbollah military commander Mustafa Amineh Benjradine was killed in Syria in 2016. Hezbollah supporters have dismissed the trial, suggesting that the STL process is not politically neutral. Wow. Okay, where's Syria? I think Syria's to the right. Okay, Damascus, that's Syria's main town. Thousands of years old. It's been blown up like 10 times, maybe 100. Let's go back to this map. The borders are more normal. Okay, so this area is Syria, Israel, So this is West Bank. I think that's Palestine. Let's just zoom it out again. Okay, we're out of here. Smash the like button and subscribe, because you did it on the last video and it didn't even have any like maps. I have maps, buddy. Maps!